Okay, am I audible? Let me check. Yeah, I definitely am. Alright, welcome to, Asphalt. There is good news and no bad news this time. The good news is we are finally back. The floaty bullshit is finally fixed. And, well, what can I say? Let's get right into it. I haven't actually prepared anything, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We have a lot of gameplay we missed out on to catch up right now. So, right as we start, we're just gonna get into multiplayer 1. Legend League is, thankfully, a lot easier to reach this time because, unlike, what we assumed when the patch notes for the multiplayer changes first came out, we actually start in Champion 3 and not Platinum. So, I'm just gonna assume that people are in, like, Legend League, and we're gonna choose a car and we're gonna count down. I'm gonna use a 4-star Mosler because I miss driving this car. While the float was bugged, this car was, like, one of the most impacted ones, because if you think about it, if you punched during a float with this car, which you sort of had to do, during the duration of the float bug, you just sort of die in this car. Make a room, we're gonna do that later, and please stop spamming. Next time I see you doing that, I'm gonna have to take action. But anyway, we have the Mosler, we have me. I also have a new controller. I think this, I haven't actually told anyone last time. I don't remember, to be honest, but I now have an Xbox Elite controller, and I bought it in hopes that it wouldn't break as often as the standard one, which it doesn't, but I'm assuming this will break in, like, the next 2 months or so. So anyway, we should now start counting down instead of stalling. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Is the game audio enabled? Did you guys hear the button clicking? It's supposed to be there, but I'm not actually quite sure. Alright, that's an interesting track to get with a 4-star Mosler. And I'm sort of already dead before the race starts. Number 1 has no drift acceleration, so you just lose all your time here. Number 2, this is 4-star, so it's not, like, at its maximum potential, and this track is twisty, and this thing doesn't turn. Well, it turns brilliantly, but not very well. And that also happens. That happened before the float bug, so that's just something that happened. No, 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 please no. By some miracle, I am second place, but it doesn't stay with me for long, as I expected. Alright. Right. Just go here. That's probably better. Turn, turn, no, outside wall. While this car doesn't have the air acceleration nerf, I would still take that one because this car, you just don't know what it's about to do next. I'm not entirely sure. Even after using this thing for, what, like 3 months now? Probably not 3 months, it's probably a lot shorter, but yeah. Alright, so let me try and at least get, like, a decent race with this one. So we're gonna count it down again. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, making a room is something I do at about the end of the stream. Please don't ask me again. Okay, you're spamming again. Is your patience 1 race long? Please don't do that. And come back in half an hour. But please don't spam it because I'm not going to open the room then either. It's going to be much longer than that. Okay, double barrel, nice. You sort of need that with a car with this sort of nitro. No, no, turn, turn. Oh, I killed someone. That's a Deus. Deus. Yeah, I forget the pronunciation. Forentex taught me. Okay. Seems like we can negotiate the terms on that collision. Yes. And now I'm first. I really missed how the game was, like, a lot when the float was bugged. Also, it seems like we're seeing a lot more diversity in multiplayer, because before this, it was just like, you go into a race, there's like 2 Chimeras, and like 7 Imperiums, and you were the 9th player because you really didn't exist, you didn't matter. We are seeing a surprising amount of diversity. There's a Tartarus. That thing is supposed to be rarer than a fucking unicorn, so I have no idea how that's there. The only Imperium here was the 8th player's name, apparently. Hello, number 95, welcome to the stream. Hello, Cube, and yeah, I forgot to say hi to all of you. I think I did. Something felt off. Bullied review 2 after the hotfix. Oh yeah, I should probably do that. Alright. Do I still hold the brake button while floating? No, I adjust quite quickly. Also, I just have a lot of muscle memory without the holding brake, so it's easier to go back in there. Alright, I actually forgot to say hi. That's ridiculous of me. Yeah, hello, Milk the Bev. I sort of don't say hi because I don't know, like, which part of the name I'm supposed to call you, because Milk the Bev is 3 syllables, and I just kind of get lazy and doze off in the middle. Anyway, Bullied review part 2. You can snipe if you want. We're going in 3, 2, 1, go. Call you Milk? Alright. Yeah. Whimsicide, why are you sending me a picture of kimchi in my Discord DMs? Is he Milk the Unemployed? Yes, he is. He is the same guy. Am I gonna use all 14 fuels for all viable Legend League cars? I don't know. I might go to MP2 and because I get bored, or maybe I'll continue, or maybe I just end the stream because it's like 10 losses in a row and I get really mad. Anything can happen. I also just AFK'd like the first 3 seconds of the race. Thank God it was Nile River out of all tracks. Okay, so Bullied review part 2. Again, still bullshit nitro as always. But the acceleration really isn't that bad. Now the problem is that, as you can see, it's actually the top speed that's way too low in tracks like this. It did not used to be this way. Nope. Oh man, I'm gonna get landed on here. Oh, never mind. I forget that thing has bad air accel. The punch duration is, well, that. Not the best, but not the worst either. That's somehow second. No, it's third. Never mind. Servers are just the usual, which is questionable, but playable. Alright, so, to sum the Bullied up, it's, high skill, high reward, that's all I can think of. Actually, not that high reward anymore, because Imperium and Devel, an Absolute, and F5, and just everything above it in general. Normal Jesco review? Normal Jesco review is also interesting. We can't do that in MP1, though, because it's not in the selection, sadly. Alright, so, what other cars do we have as requests? Yeah, you guys can send me suggestions, as long as they're not, like, stupid, I'm gonna do them. There's the Venom, alright. There's no harm in using a Venom. Let me get the decal equipped real quick, though. Yes. I mean, I did lower the graphics as low as they can possibly go for this stream, because, well, I usually run Ultra when I play alone now, but, the stream lags, the game doesn't. Because my GPU maxes out. Anyway, F5 and MP1. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go. Absolute after this. I'll do that. I'll do that as well. All right. 7473. What is a CCXR doing in the suggestions list? those are ultra on your mobile device. That's also something. I mean, actually, it's more to do with the resolution, I'm pretty sure, because I am at 4K with 100%. On Ultra, I can't use 100%, I have to downscale to 70, because buying a 4K monitor was a bad mistake. Okay, anyway, we have, this is St. Peter's Kickoff. That's another, oh yeah, that's the same Tartarus, okay. You get near miss from that truck, and probably don't run into that one. Because my speed is low, I might want to improvise by using this and shockwaving. Although I'm not sure if that was the right decision. That's the decision I usually run with when I'm not being an incompetent piece of shit like that. That Tartarus might be surprisingly annoying to overtake. We'll have to see. Usually, yeah. Usually you need to overtake them in the air, otherwise that just happens. No! I hate the traffic car. I hate this traffic car so much. The amazing thing is, that Tartarus is still within the minimap. That car is not that great. Wait a minute, what? That guy has really bad connection, apparently. But we're not gonna complain, because otherwise it was a -10. Do I ever get stream anxiety or underperform? Not really, not anymore. I'm not sure if I did to begin with. Because, like, either way, when I'm, regardless of whether me being streaming or not, I'm sort of just in my own head. I live in my own world. Alright, after this was the Absolute, and then CCA50 is on the list, so we're gonna go this first, because, yeah, someone did ask for this earlier. So, 3, 2, 1, go. The Tartarus doesn't float, yes, but the bigger problem is, it has 6 gears, so the nitro timings are very off and mess with your muscle memory. The other problem it has is, what do you call it? Well, air acceleration and landing speed loss, those are all really bad. And then there's the fact that the raw drift, like, even if it doesn't float, the raw drift can be, like, decent, but it isn't. It so isn't. It's really bad. No, don't flip at the start of the race! Oh! That's the first time talking to a car has actually worked. Yeah, you wall ride this bit with this car. And if you're skilled, you go the right, you take the force barrel on the right and go for the rail as well, but I'm not. I have almost no practice on that rail, so I'm gonna pass. You force barrel here to get a better angle here, which I failed somehow. You know, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. Nice. It actually did. That wasn't so bad. Alright, CCA50, then we have Devel. We have a lot of car requests today. Alright, I mean, they are very overdue. When's the last time I streamed? Let me just check real quick. How long has it been? 2 weeks ago. Okay, yeah, you guys have every right to suggest bullshit amounts of cars. Alright, CCA50, we're gonna count it down now. 3, 2, 1, go. Mosler, we already had the Mosler in the first race. Also, that car is sort of really low on fuel, but I can show that to you again as well. Can I do Ferrante? No, I'm not even going to unlock that car. I'm at like 6,000 Syndicate points in the Drive Syndicate. I just don't want to bother. How do you float the Absolute? It's not that hard, surprisingly enough. Well, 360 floats are really hard, but just punches are actually easy once you have the right, like, technique to it. Okay, I missed the gear. Can you not be annoying when I try to overtake you? Thank you for not going for this airspeed like I did. Without the float bug, everything's just... No, 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 no! As I was saying, without the float bug, everything's just so much more peaceful and natural for me. No! That didn't work. Alright, who's behind me? Like, I saw someone, like, not leave the minimap. That's an Aeon, interesting. Alright, that was a good race. That was a good race. With a nice save in there as well. I do need to breathe, though. Is XJR still the king of A-Class? A lot of cars are actually the king of A-Class, actually. It just depends on the track. Like, for example, if you, like, A-Class, high-end A-Class is, like, the most competitive, like, just A-Class in general is the most competitive car class in the game. Mostly because, like, everything here sort of has a chance, depending on which track it is. The B95 has ridiculous speed and acceleration, and just okay handling, just enough to stop it from falling apart in bullshit nitro. And just, these cars are, like, so differently balanced, but, like, they're balanced so delicately. They all sort of, like, are, like, side by side, and it just depends on which track you're in. Hydration? Yeah, maybe I do need to get some water. I forgot to do that before the stream. We had, after CCA 50, what was it, though? Yeah, it was Devel. After Devel, we're gonna go with the Aurora as well. Alright, iconic me car. We're gonna go and do the 3, 2, 1, go. To finish the sentence, I meant countdown. Breathe and drink water. Yes, very necessary for human survival. But who said anything about me being human? I'm actually just a dog, considering my gaming skills. No, how did I miss the 360? I'm an idiot. No, 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 that's not what I wanted to do. Listen to me, card, not the controller, I guess. That's how it communicates. Okay, so there's another one. Alright. After this, there was the Aurora and then CCXR. That's the second time I've gotten this suggestion, so at that point, sure, it's this and then the CCXR. I'm gonna die in that race. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. The Devel's Nitro actually never got nerfed. It was the handling. And the reason it got nerfed is because it was, like, way too good. Like, if you had a max Devel, you could play on touch drive and still beat me in an F5. I know this because it happened. Like, the car was way too fast. It's much more broken than the current Hyperion, basically. So, it sort of deserved the nerf because it was breaking multiplayer completely. Like, nothing else was playable. This car, on the other hand, is like milder than I don't know what a good example is for mild. What's something that tastes really bland in your like cuisine? Something that's really like not that interesting. Rice doesn't have like a particular flavor, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna roast rice as an Asian. Okay, please don't. Interesting servers. How's he not that far ahead, though? Do I actually have a chance? No, not anymore. Wait a minute, what? What the fuck? Okay. I guess I gave him cancer on the start or something. Alright, and the next one is the CCXR. Isn't the CCXR supposed to be called the Travita? No, the Travita is like a special edition of the CCXR, which is a special edition of the CCX. Which, wait a minute, is this a... No, it's not the CC... This is the same as the standard, like, CC. That was a prototype. Alright, so... Handling car time. I'm so gonna die in this race. 3, 2, 1, go. Where did my tokens go? We are not gonna discuss that. Just forget... Don't... Please, nobody noticed it until you did, Yafire. Please, don't talk about it. Okay, anyway, the Travita is, I think, like, white carbon fiber variant. Which is basically, like, infusing it with, like, diamond crystals or something ridiculous. I mean, carbon fiber by default is black, so making it white is just ridiculous. And they only made, like, 3 of those special editions, which is why they go for a fortune. I mean, it's not like all the other Counter 6 don't, but you get the point. This is one of the luckiest tracks to get with this car, though, if I'm being honest. Now, I forgot, on the lowest graphics, the geysers don't show when they're blowing. So I just have to avoid them straight up. Okay, that guy is catching up at an alarmingly fast pace. I'm just gonna block this entire rail now. And not allow rail-based overtakes, and I won. Was that an F5? It was. Okay. That's my audience's F5. If I blocked you, it's sort of intentional, and I apologize. Alright, where else is it? The model in-game, this is the Travita? I'm not sure. Because the Travita, by default, has, like, the carbon fibers are, like, the fiber, weave is still visible. This one doesn't really have that. This is just, I don't know. I don't know that much about that one. Alright, wait a minute. W12 is in B class? Alt? B elite? Pause everything for a moment and let me check. Is it actually? Holy shit, it is. Okay, we're gonna do that and snag the tokens before they fix it. Wait, yeah, this isn't supposed to be here anymore, right? Like, Wyra R is like the last one there or something like that. I generally just don't bother with any class elites, so I kind of forget, but... Yeah, don't expect a good lap here because, as I said, I don't practice these tracks. That's even worse than I expected! I don't think that's, like, really bad so far. No! Okay. Should practice that a bit more. The lap time is bad, I think. It is, yeah. But I'm sort of satisfied with what that is, because I do not play this track. Alright, back to MP1. What was the next car after CCXR? Is that the 2-check? That's the 2-check, alright. Aeon time. What do you think about the color, by the way? Like, I think it's quite nice. If anyone wants to know, it's like sort of this sort of color, like tone 1 is like, medium level saturation of this sort of blue, and this is like orange with like half saturation, I believe. Yeah, I'm quite proud of it. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. Reminds you of the Tuatara decal? What do you mean? Tuatara's decal was... Does it have another decal? Am I just like... Have I fallen off already? I mean, I've been in this game for like 5 years now, but... Okay, 1 barrel, very bad. No airtime there, even worse. Okay, airtime here. Does not make up for it. Please turn. You need the line more than the speed here. No, no. Actually, that's not that bad. Thanks for the push. And... we're not catching up with that guy. No, 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 no! Okay. Amazing race. So anyway, on that bombshell, we should move on. Your ears? Yeah, we do not condone noise suppression here. Like, you can hear me, like, knock the table. Yeah. Do I know the Spanish guy? I know almost everyone, but I can't remember anyone. Yeah. Yeah, Fire, I don't know what emoji you sent me, because, I guess it's something from Windows 11. It's just a square. It's just a square. How am I this loud? Good question. I don't know. Is my mic too... Okay, yeah, my mic is a little bit too high. I'm gonna lower the sound on that a bit. 2 decibels. Alright, that might have just been a technical error. So, yeah. I mean, does the Tuatara have this sort of decal? I really don't think so. The Tuatara isn't even here. Did you mean, like, the base or the striker? Because, like, the base Tuatara has, like, that eagle decal, if you can call it an eagle. Sort of resembles one, so... There's that, and the striker... Striker's, yeah, it's just that. I don't know what you meant by that, but sure. Why do I have the Nea R? Because I could get it for free after maxing the Silver Lightning, which I did pay for, but we don't talk about. Actually, let's use the Nea R. Bullshit car incoming. 3, 2, 1, go. And the room's getting hot, so that's on now. Can the Nea R float? Yes, but not for very long, and it also goes really wide. It goes wide to begin with, in case you're wondering. It's sort of like a Nea with higher top speed, but worse, so much worse in every other way. Allow me to demonstrate. Why is Oppenheimer in a... Is that a 2-check? Why is Oppenheimer canonically in a 2-check in this game? Why is he not pulling off from a 3-star Navera R? No. Yeah, you need a wall right here. And that's a really bad execution of said wall right. How is he still within line of sight? How? Nope. Actually, what the fuck? Okay. How are you there already? Alright, well, that's that. By some miracle, this isn't, like, dead last, like, next to him who disconnected. Rest in peace. What's the best Navera? The standard one is the best Navera, which isn't here. The time attack is sort of Navera, but worse. And the Navera R is a Navera, but not a lot worse. Yeah, why was the Black Series here? Tuatara or Mistral? Lap times wise, it's definitely Tuatara. At least in, like, float base tracks, because, well, the top speed difference just doesn't make up. But, like, for drivability in general, I mean, Tuatara's, like, completely fine, but Mistral does feel a bit more pleasant in the sense that it flows for longer. How much of a time difference is there between controller and keyboard if the skill set's the same? Okay, so, just like an example, Almirali is the best keyboard player I know. He is faster than me. So basically anything is possible if you push it far enough, is what I mean. Alright, after this, there's the 1-to-1 is stock, and I will not use it. The dice, however, I will. We will count it down now. 3, 2, 1, go. Where's the Chimera? Compared to Navera, it's like sort of a lot more agile, but the top speed difference, it's like 10 kilometers an hour slower, so it does sort of show. But Chimera is also like perfectly drivable. The other drawback it has is the nitro is a little bit shorter. It actually shows, it's actually 1 point higher than the dice, but I'm not so sure. It feels a bit worse. Mostly because it has higher handling, and when it has higher handling, it can turn more while using nitro, which compromises the acceleration even further, so the nitro just feels worse. Yeah, stiff cars just have, like, their nitros just feel better, and that's why. It doesn't turn while using nitro. No, please go. Okay. What the fuck? That's a Vanda. No, please don't kill me. There's no way this thing works in multiplayer again. Because last time this worked was like before Devel came out. Which is like 2024 is where we're talking about. Nice. That is not that bad. Although that Hyperion was a 5-star, which I guess kind of matters. GG's? Yeah, GG's. I don't know who you were in the race because I don't pay attention, but yeah, good race. Hyperion XP1? What do you mean? Isn't that like the bullshit Citroen GT looking car? Isn't that what it is? It is the bullshit Citroen GT looking car. Why do you want that in this game? That's like the worst thing to ever suggest. Like, I do not want that car in this game. Like, let me just show you what that car is. Because I do not... It looks like a disgusting combination of, the Bugatti Chiron and the Citroen GT1 and some genetic mutations. Well, let me bring it up real quick. Where's the image thing? Yes, that. Downloads, and where the fuck is it gone? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so this is what he's talking about. And can you, like, do you see what I mean when I say that thing looks like a Citroen GT, but a lot worse? Because, like, there's that and then there's this. It's, like, it sort of looks the same. Like, you can see the face and all. Anyway, I don't want to see this again, so, there it goes. Yeah, Lord, please let me forget that I know these cars exist. I don't want to look at this anymore. Respect the Citroen? Yeah, I mean, the Citroen's fine, actually. But that new thing is... I'm not so sure. Can I do CC850 again? Yeah, I'll do that if there are no other suggestions. Is there anything? There's some Chimera suggestions. And I think that's all. Alright, so we're gonna go with the Chimera, and then we're gonna go back to the CC850 until other suggestions arrive. Where's it gone? It's right there. How am I not able to see it? I'm blind and stupid and old. I'm 18 years old. I've reached the uncle status. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. It's a hydrogen-powered car. No, it's an imagination-powered car, because as far as I know, that thing never even had a prototype. Let me just fact-check that real quick. Did they ever make the Hyperion? No, it's still in prototype/development phase, and it's not gone into full production. This car's been around since, like, 2022, freaking 4 or 5 years ago. So at that point, I would just say it's vaporware. Because, like, didn't it also promise some ridiculous specs, like 3,000 horsepower? Yeah, I don't buy that. Not from a company that I haven't ever heard of. Unless you're Rimac, then the story's a little bit different. But even Rimac hasn't actually made, like, 3,000 horsepower. And also, the other thing is hydrogen fuel cells, if that's what you mean, is good at, like, delivering stable current, but for sports cars, they're not very adequate, because they are not very good at, like, generating electricity, like, a lot of electricity at once. It's more like a steady trickle than like a sudden surge, which is why electric cars still mainly use batteries, because batteries are better at delivering, like, quick power right when you need it. So if a hydrogen fuel cell is what they're talking about, I don't see that going in, like, a hypercar, 3,000 horsepower hypercar just yet. Unless they're, like, talking about hydrogen combustion. That has actually happened with the, like, the racing Corolla, I think. That actually uses hydrogen as fuel, like, burning fuel. But yeah. Can we keep the Pininfarina as the only hydrogen car on Asphalt? I mean, if you look at, like, every single car, there might actually be another hydrogen-powered one, but yeah, who knows? I don't know. Alright, after this, there was the CC850. Tuatara Striker's also there. Alright, I'll do Tuatara Striker after CC850. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. IDR? What do you mean IDR? That's a D-class. I mean, I did actually use it in Legend League yesterday during Quan's stream. We actually all did. It ended up being really funny, because, like, one of the guys in a D-class car gained 19 points because everyone else was at last. And, like, one of the Imperiums or something disconnected in a lobby where half of the cars were D-class. It was really funny. Okay, traffic. At least my reaction times were, like, enough to dodge. Okay, yeah, that thing just pulls away. But it has no air accel. So, we are right back at their tail. No, 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 no! Oh my god, did he just 360 on me? Not actually sure. No, no! Well, that wasn't as bad as it could have been. But it is still sort of... No! Bad! My reaction time is back to my peak reaction times before the float bug happened, so that's good, I guess. On the downside, all of you are now deaf. I'm sorry about that. IDR uses hydrogen? I did not know that. Let me fact check that. No, hold on a minute, let me check again. Nope, IDR uses lithium-ion batteries. They fixed the floaty to make the physics worse? No, this is exactly what the physics are supposed to be. Because, like, you can save them. During the 360 you got bugged, like, saving, like, mid-air physics issues was actually a lot harder. Which is one of the main things I do in this game, so, yeah. How loud is the mic? It's more of me yelling at the top of my lungs. Alright, we're gonna do Striker now. 3, 2, 1, go. Is the N74 a hydrogen car? I mean, first off, they announced that they're not actually gonna put it into production. Secondly, I doubt, like, no, any high-performance car, so far as I know, isn't based on hydrogen. Because hydrogen doesn't deliver, like... Hydrogen fuel cells are bad at delivering, like, peak horsepower. It's more like suited to, like, trains, if you think about it. Or, like, big trucks than high-performance vehicles. Steady power is what hydrogen excels at. Hello, Jaquim. Okay, please turn. That's acceptable. Amazing fight. Allow me to take advantage of both of you. That sounds really wrong, but okay. No! Don't push me into here! Okay, wide. No, okay, okay, okay. Car got mad a bit, but we still won. By that I mean me and Jaquim. The car I showed is the Hyperion XP1. Yes, I know. It claims to be a hydrogen-powered car. Yes, but they haven't actually made it yet. That's the bit I was on about. It's vaporware so far. Like, they said they're gonna make it, it doesn't mean they made it, actually. Anyway, where's the, yeah, what was the other car that got suggested? LVN? Alright. I'm gonna count it down. Use the Tuatara. We don't have that in MP1. I just used the Striker, but I will use the base Tuatara, after, like, right after this race, because you told me to. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Which car is better? Aeon, CCXR, Mosler, Bullied, LVN. Aeon is generally more usable than Bullied. I'm a bit careful about saying it's faster in lap times, because sometimes it isn't. CCXR is sort of fun, but not, like, practical. Mosler might beat Aeon and Bullied in some tracks, but I haven't found them yet, because mine is 4-star. LVN is sort of like a glorified Chiron, in some sense. Why do we go this way? Top speed is too low for it to compete with anything else that you mentioned. It does float really well, but it's also quite wide. And, okay, so just the easier way to think about it is it's a 2021 car. Obviously, it got power crept after that. This car is now 5 years old, which is ridiculous, but it's happening. No! Okay, the car's heavy enough. There we go. Very nice username. And I mean this genuinely. This is a good username. Should they bring back the rotary engines? They definitely have, like, that sort of, like, something you can't explain to non-car guys. Like, it has a soul. But practically, it's sort of... I'm not sure. But it is an amazing engine. Just that... Yeah. The what do you call it? Like, the servicing-wise, I'm pretty sure the standard piston, whatever you call this engine, is more convenient. Anyway, base Tuatara, because somebody paid me to do it. This is officially a scripted live stream. 3, 2, 1, go. LVN was the first 5,000 ranked car. F5 was released in... Oh wait, F5 was also 2021. Yeah, but like... Yeah, LVN was first. LVN was the... It was marketed as the first 5,000 car when Drive Syndicate 3 came out, actually. Mosler is consistent if you punch it with orange nitro. It's that, and also be very aware, like, wary of the curbs, like the elevation changes. You need to, like, have all of that memorized, or the car will die in your hands. Sort of a high-maintenance car, that is. But it does have its, like, benefits. In the sense that once you get it to float at top speed, it sort of floats at top speed eternally. Although, sort of wide, but that's also very satisfying. Okay, maybe that was not the best decision to make. I'm just gonna wall ride this because that train will push me. Yes. No, no, no. Bad. Nikki, give me slipstream. Yes, no. Okay, that's acceptable. It's not faster than the Just Go Around Paris, because there are too many corners. Realistically, this only beats it in, like, basically straight line tracks like Path of the Wind. But actually, Path of the Wind, Tuatara is so good in Path of the Wind, it's actually faster than the F5. Until Absolute came out, this was just the king, basically. Alright, where were other cars to be suggested? Yeah, Mosler. Alright. Can I tell who was my inspiration? It was actually Theorem, who doesn't actually play that much anymore. And he's also, and I've outgrown him in terms of just lap times. But he's still one of my most respected people in this community. 3, 2, 1... Go. 100 people in the stream? Oh yeah, damn, you're right. Oh, hello, Quan. Hello, Quan. How's your day so far? It's like nearing 8 PM in your country. Good to see you here. Theorem made you start Asphalt 9? Yeah, that, like, he's the... Like, when I first decided that I want to take this game seriously, I searched up tutorials on YouTube, and his was the best one. His was the only one I understood with my 13-year-old brain back then. And that's basically all the fundamental, like, knowledge I got when I was trying to learn about the game. So, without him, I wouldn't be here, basically. It's that simple. No! Please turn! Please turn! It doesn't turn when it doesn't float. And when it floats, it doesn't turn because it's going too fast. But I think I have a chance against Nikki in this race because I have more top speed. And this is essentially just a big straight line now. Yes, GG's. Ah. Now, I don't really remember what Gold Mosler drove like, but it's like basically a little bit faster and also quite more unstable. Me face reveal when? You did not look at the Q&A video. My answer is over there. Furum was one of your main inspirations for Asphalt 8 and Asphalt 9 as well. There are many reasons I like you, Quan, and I just got one more. Alright, when private lobbies, we're like an hour into the stream, I usually go on a little bit longer before we go there. But if you want, I could. I'm not sure yet. I don't know, I'm sort of, me personally, I'm sort of happy with the car suggestions I'm getting. But that can also happen if you bully me enough. Would I say Mosler is better than the Jesco? Practically speaking, Jesco is going to be a lot more drivable. But Mosler's float is also just not something you can just ignore. Mosler is probably faster across quite a few tracks. But it's going to be next to impossible to pull those lap times off in multiplayer. With Jesco, you can sort of bash it around. And it's sort of going to remain relatively well composed. What do I think is better? 60 frames iPad, 100 frames on phone. I do not know. I haven't played either of them. Just go to South Korea if you want my face reveal. I mean, there are some Korean friends that I met while playing this game who've also seen me. Apparently, they also like ride bicycles a lot, so we just went out cycling together. Yeah, Quan put it down in words very well. It's faster, but much less consistent. Much higher risk, higher reward. Can I see your message? Yes, but like there are 90 viewers. Why am I this bad at English? 90 viewers in the stream, so I can't answer to all of them as soon as the messages get sent. What city do I live? It's Seoul, but I'm not gonna go into anything more specific because essentially I'm gonna end up doxing myself. So there's that. Alright, we should probably go and, like... Yeah, before I go into lobbies, let me just go and bully some cars. And if you want to join the race, you can... I'm gonna count it down for you as well. 3, 2, 1, go. Can I speak Korean? I absolutely can. I live in the country. I was born in this country, but I'm not gonna say it right now. Because almost nobody in this stream is actually Korean. Oh, there's one right here, though. Alright, this is Slipstream, so I just do that. My goal is to not finish last. Oh my god, the car's so wide. Believe it or not, it slightly floats. And the raw drift is so bad. Normally with cars whose floats are this short, you don't even bother, but this thing's raw drift is so bad that you actually have to sometimes. I am keeping up with the Ultimas, but the next set of corners will definitely leave me with like a 3-mile gap between both of them. Or maybe not because it's Slipstream, who knows. Don't barrel there, you idiot! No. Okay, I saw the car trying to die there. Amazing. I need to wall ride that, which is not the best entry angle here. Okay. We're gonna risk it. No, we lost Shockwave. Okay. That's still not that bad, even though it was Slipstream. But yeah, this car's atrocious. Oh, wow, Mev is here. Hello. As soon as I see there's, like, no Koreans in the stream, this guy shows up. Okay. Welcome to the stream, Mev. Scribbles Syndrome Race, nice reference to the other video I made. Anyway. Do I play other games other than Asphalt 9? I have Forza Horizon 6 pre-ordered, and I'm really hyped up for it. I very occasionally pop into Trackmania, although I basically never do that. I also have Forza Horizon 4 and 5, I have BeamNG, that's about it, actually. I don't... And Asphalt 8, actually. That's about all that I play. Alright, anyways, where's... Zinger 21C. That's worse than the Faraday. Because not only is it about as slow as the Faraday, it's gonna match with higher opponents. Okay, here goes nothing. Actually, let me get the decal on. I do have it from the previous Legend Pass. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Use the Bullied? Alright, I'll do that. I have... yeah. Hello, Speedster. And yeah, you gotta make me suffer. Okay, I mean, the good thing is, everyone else is in a Rimac Time Attack, which is also not, like, that good of a car. It's good, but not if you have anything... what the fuck? Why am I this bad? Okay. No! We are not doing the same thing twice in a row. We are so not doing that. Chat, ignore the first, like, 10 seconds of this race, and I'll be a very happy man. Okay! So overall, this isn't a car you use in multiplayer. This is a car you use in Gauntlet, because acceleration is the only thing it has. Yeah. If suffering was what you wanted me to do, I can proudly say that you have succeeded in your goals. Do I have the Toroideon? I think I've made it clear since, like, the past 3 weeks I have not got a Toroid. Where the fuck is it anyway? Yeah, it's, like, down here. Yeah, I don't have this. Like, this is the only non-licensed, like, the dead licensed cars that I don't have, I think. Why do you think top speed gives so much rank to the car? No, it doesn't. The problem... Actually, the bigger problem is it doesn't give enough rank. Handling gives way too much rank on certain cars. Which you can see, like, with, like, I don't actually know that much. But, like, Chimera, for example... No, actually, no, that's a really bad example. There are some cars... yeah, just CCXR. This thing is slower than the Tryon. But the handling bumps up the rank so much, in S-Class, that is. You lost your Discord access? How'd that happen? Wait a minute, is that my server now? I'm the only moderator there. What's gonna happen with that, actually? Okay, yeah, that's... maybe we have to fix that. You can DM me after the stream, I might be able to provide assistance in some way. So we're gonna get that done after the stream. All right. Where did I last leave off in the chat? Use the Mazzanti? Sure. The Mazzanti. I'm gonna count it down first. 3, 2, 1, go. So the Mazzanti is actually surprisingly good. In the sense that it doesn't have any float, top speed is average, acceleration is average, and the nitro is also average. The drift, well, it has 0 float, as in, like, one of the most grounded cars in the game, is average. So you would expect it to do average, but it does above average. Because every time you get matched in a lobby, there are some cars that are balanced very badly for that specific track, and perform really badly. There is no track in this game where this thing underperforms. It's like the most consistent performance across every single track in the game. It's not something to be impressed about, but it's certainly not a disappointment. Which is fascinating to think about. Yeah, it has zero punch, in case you were wondering. Like, that's what I was talking about. Absolutely zero punch. But you can see that the Nitro actually gives you enough room to get to, like, top speed back with Shockwave. And this Jesco, believe it or not, is basically right in front of me. He did not manage to pull away that well. Although he did win. Where's the Mizanti decal? I have some of them, but I'm not interested. They all look sort of bad. I think there was like... It was either like all of them were bad, or there's one that looks good, but I don't have it, or something like that. Okay, yeah, never mind. Both look sort of mid. This is... I guess it would work in Christmas with that green, but not with anything else. I do have this one, though. Use the Bullied? Alright, we're gonna do that. We did use it at the start of the stream, but I guess you weren't there for it. That's fine. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, go. Evo cores? I've said this many times, I don't like Evo. I've sort of gone past the point where I hate it because SF90 is no longer in Champion League, nor is the Chiron anywhere. But, I'm not sure. I mean, Evo is just, like, uninteresting now, because once you have 5 Evo cards in the game total, that's it for Gauntlet. You don't need any more. So, at this point, it just becomes, like, it's not that interesting anymore. There's no reason to, like, look forward to it. Also, I did... Okay, no. Okay, yep. I did read Quan saying that the 918 Asphalt edition does look similar to the Mizanti. I didn't actually think of it that way, but I guess you're right, although I think it has slightly lower top speed or something. The bigger thing about the 918 Asphalt edition is that it has really good float, and I mean really good float. Also, I don't know if this is from, like, the new stats, or it was like this from stock. The upgrade curve is basically 0 now. By that I mean, like, I have a friend of mine who has the car at 2 stars without any import parts installed because he has no credits. Oh, wow. Yeah, this does happen sometimes. Anyway, back to the Asphalt edition. Mine is bone stock because I never bothered upgrading it. They're like 200 rank points apart or something, and there's like 0 stat difference. They're like the exact same cars. Like, acceleration from 0 upgrades to stage 6 without imports is a 0.8 point increase. Okay, it's not free try here, which is interesting. Where's it gone? It's like here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Although I'm really not sure about this thing stats-wise. It's not like Inferno tier, but the float sort of covers it. Like, like for example, the N-Vision GT, this thing's stats shouldn't belong here either. It's right next to this, and almost everything's a lot worse, but the suspension's so good, so nobody complains about this one. It's sort of the same story here, I believe. It's like the Aurora? In terms of the upgrade curve, yeah, I guess I see what you mean. It is like the Aurora. It's just the Excel that has no scaling? No. Aurora had no scaling basically anywhere except for Nitro, if I remember correctly. Buffed 918, but slower than the Ultima. I mean, to be fair, the base 918 is sort of a 5-star A-class car. So it is buffed. Inferno or Sergio? You know what? Let's do both. Why don't we just use all the dead licensed cars in this stream? Aside from the Toroideon, because I'm not going to elaborate further. 3, 2, 1, go. How does CC850 compare to Jesco? The handling on the CC850 is better, but it's not like Jesco's handling is bad. Jesco also has good handling. CC850 does have an acceleration advantage, but Jesco has longer nitro, so it covers up for that as well. So really it only comes down to top speed, which Jesco has the advantage on. So my verdict is that Jesco's probably just better overall. I don't know of any track where CCA50 beats the Jesco, although that's more because I haven't bothered to compare them anywhere. Yeah, I haven't thoroughly tested that matter, so I can't, like, answer with 100% confidence. No turn! Okay, that was my fault. Okay. This car does go wide a little bit. And that line was really bad as well. You know what's really good, though? The infinite nitro. Like 74 or something? Ridiculous in S-Class. And if I don't get gapped in the corners here, I'm going to be able to out-accelerate this Ultima. Although I do get gapped in the corners here. Oh, wait, never mind. You do have to sort of slow down on that one. Yes! Yes! GG's. Nice. 919 streets are like just catching strays left, right, and center. Our stream is doing a lot of damage to every free try 919 user, so we should continue. Set Timo time. Although this one probably doesn't match with that anymore. Alright. Why is it black? I mean, it's usually black, but it's like carbon fiber with gold. This is what I normally run. Did I remove the wings carbon? No, I didn't. Okay. Alright. Ready? And 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I just answered CCA 50 versus Jesco. Jesco's better. Decal? No, this isn't the decal. This is like the stock paint. The car doesn't actually have a decal. This is factory paint. Car's beautiful but asymmetrical. Asymmetrical is not the right word. Because that means the left and right are not shaped the same. And front to back, almost all cars are asymmetrical, so... I think you mean, like, badly proportioned is more like it, because the windshield is definitely too tall. The front windshield is too long. Sort of gives the car a receding hairline. I always like to make fun of that one. But I'm probably going to go bald by the age of 50 because I play this game so much. Can I do this? Oh, I can. No, 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 never mind, I can't. Okay, so a review on this car, just briefly. It's sort of, how do I put this? It's sort of performance, like, lap time-wise, it's not that far off the Speedtail. Because Speedtail's acceleration, the stat says 81, but, oh my god. Anyway, stat says 81, Speedtail's acceleration is actually more like 83. And then this thing's stat says 84, but it's more like 83, so the acceleration's the same. Handling-wise, this is a bit more snappy, but it floats a little bit less. So handling's about the same. It's like Nitro and top speed sort of perfectly balance each other out. The only problem is the Speedtail is over 200 rank points lower. And this thing's Nitro used to be the lowest in the entire S-Class when it first came out. 39.2. This was one update before the Bullied with 21 Nitro back then came out. It's 27 now, but I guess I'm pretty sure some people still don't know. Used to be 21. Oh, hello, Safia. We see a lot of old viewers coming back to the stream. Maybe because it's been like almost 3 weeks since I last did one. So, yeah, welcome back, everyone. Isn't fake acceleration just different acceleration? Because, no, some are just straight up fake. Like, yeah, some are just fake. Bullied should never have had the Accel nerf for the Nitro buff. Yeah, because, like, it was a buff, so I don't know why they're trying to, like, rebalance it. But, to be honest, the acceleration nerf was minuscule, and also the usable acceleration was a lot higher. Because what happened back then was... Because they also adjusted the suspension. And what they did there is... Basically, before the buff, the Bullied's ground, like, ride height was way too low. To the point where if you use Shockwave uphill, the rear wheels just spun out. It didn't actually accelerate. I have a clip of the gold Bullied when it was free try. In the last uphill in Mountain Poles, I used the entire Shockwave. It gave me 20 kilometers an hour. 20 from an entire Shockwave uphill. which is atrocious. So they reworked the suspension, so the nitro acceleration is a lot more usable now. Now Shockwave there probably gives like over 80 or something. I have to check, but some much higher than 20. But yeah, the stats are sort of weird for something that used to be the highest ranked car in the game. You're also correct in that matter. Anyway, give me some other cars. Is that the Bullied? Is that what you're suggesting, or do we have anything else? You just did the two Infernos. Nitro Excel or uneven terrain for Bullied? Yeah, it does have issues, but actually there is an interesting thing about the Bullied, is that when your wheels are like off the ground, like all four wheels, but you're not in the air, this car seems to like accelerate like a bit faster. So like when you're like your car is like bounced up, normally what you do with other cars is you brake there to save nitro. It's for saving nitro. This one you can just orange nitro and it actually gains like 40 kilometers an hour in one go. It's kind of stupid. All right, trying to say lean. Which one? Because there's like this rubber duck car here. I call it a rubber duck car because if you paint this yellow, like, no, that's orange. Like, if this is a rubber duck with that tail, it's a duck. But obviously you probably mean the S7, so jokes aside, we're gonna go there. This is one of my favorite cars as well. Let me paint the brakes yellow again. Nope. Wrong button. Yes, yes. Go there, and we put this there, yes. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. You have an old clip with the Jesco where the exact thing I said happened? Yeah, it happens with the Jesco sometimes as well, but it works more consistently with Bullied, mostly because Bullied's, like, ride height is a lot lower than the Jesco. The wheels come off the ground a lot easier. Anyway, that's the Bullied. This is now time for the Saline S7. So this car is basically the XJR9, but in S-Class. It has slightly higher top speed, lower nitro, better handling, so the radius is definitely... You can feel the radius is a lot better on this car. But the float is about the same. It doesn't float that much. It might be even a little bit lower than the XJR9. But it doesn't really matter because the nitro's still enough and the top speed is faster than the XJR. Although this is now in S-Class, so it's facing an entirely different league for competition. But it still works. And you can just do this in Slipstream. And that's a Jesco. One of the problems I should mention here is this car does sometimes flip on wall rides, but thankfully it didn't that time around, so... No, I want you to go this way. Okay, that was a mistake. Still gonna be like second. It's still second, yeah. So that's sort of where this car sits. Really fun to drive, actually. Because, like, managing the short float, once you do it properly, you can actually manage, like, 400. Which is really good. And, like, you still have that basically infinite nitro to shield yourself in Classic. So while it was available in Platinum, it was actually, like, a decent choice. This is before Champion got announced, by the way. Concept S, that's a good suggestion. We'll do the 300 plus right after that. Please remind me if I forget after this race. You have to dip? Alright, see ya. I guess it's, like, dinner time. Never mind, it's much past that, but okay, yeah, I'll see you out. See you next time. Anyway, back to the Concept S. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so what can I say about this car? The suspension sort of behaves like the Chiron, like without the Evo tunes. It does float, but not for really long. Stats-wise, it's sort of like, how do I put it? Like, there are surprisingly few cars in S-Class to compare this with. It sort of drives like it belonged in A-Class, but it's just in S. Rank also sort of matches A Elite, so... This is like one of the only S-Class cars that benefit from that bit. Although it's still getting gapped because it's Slipstream and I'm almost losing to a Valhalla. Yeah, this is basically an A-class car. It's like, take the Concept 1, or rather, yeah, just take the Concept 1, increase top speed, reduce acceleration slightly, give it a lot longer nitro, and give it Chiron float. That's sort of what it's like. Use any Batista after this? Batista is not a car that I look forward to driving, if I'm being, like, really honest. Like, both editions. So the problem with Batista is the acceleration is a lot higher than the Concept S over here, but it also makes it a lot more stiff, and this one doesn't float. Now, hello, Red GT. I'm feeling nice. Thanks for asking. Okay, I forgot about the 300 plus. I knew that would happen, so here we are. Let me get the stock paint back on again. This is almost invisible when you're not equipping this. Like, look at that. You barely see it. Why did it go... Okay. $300 plus isn't bad. It is sort of bad in this rank range. It's not that bad to drive, but it is a lot slower than everything around it. That is just a fact. This is basically a try-on. 3, 2, 1, go. And yeah, if it actually went 300, like, just this with higher top speed, that would already, like, slap the competition in the face. But it doesn't have that, so it doesn't. Not really. They didn't fix the replay mode and team mode multiplayer. They also didn't fix the leave button. Is it actually that hard to code it so that the servers can calculate your rating while the next race is on go? Okay. That's the skill issue. That's what you were talking about. Anyway, some of the problems this car has. Acceleration at 5th gear is 83. Acceleration at every gear before 5th gear is more like 80. So it's actually just a try-on, like, it's not even an exaggeration. Good things about this car? Okay, no. Good things about this car, aside from my massive skill issue driving here. Floats quite well. Really smooth and satisfying to drive, and right as I say that, I go here. Okay. There are a lot of problems with this car. How can I tell what gear I'm in? You just memorize all the shift brackets, and also you just, like, if you're going this sort of speed and it's in a car that goes this sort of speed at top speed, you sort of, like, already, like, can figure out roughly where the gears shift. Okay, so we are gonna delete that stream, and delete that race from the stream once this is over. I'm not actually gonna do it because number 1, I don't know how to, and number 2, I'm lazy. That sounded like a bike starting. Oh yeah, about that, some people said that when I laugh, it sounds like a car's starter motor dying. So, yeah. What about a car like the Regera that has no gears? Regera in this game has gears, but there are some cars that have no gears. Mostly electric, but there are some, like, internal combustion engine cars that do that as well. Mainly, the first example I can think of is the Fordzilla, the Citroen GT over here. These have no gears. The new Legend Pass car, the 911 Rennsport, this thing also has 1 gear, which is not accurate, but we don't expect anything these days. So yeah, what settings do I have to make the graphics look like that? Allow me to show you. It goes here, it goes there, and very low preset, 100% 4K, but everything else except for high bloom is just off. All of them. The stream doesn't have any frame loss, so it's probably your Wi-Fi. Or just YouTube, I don't know. McMurtry has an engine sound, but it's electric. It's supposed to be electric. So there's a bit of a history with the McMurtry. I'm not going to count this race down. I'm just going to, like, demonstrate. So when this car first came out, it was actually electric. But electric cars often have an issue called acceleration delay, where the lower end acceleration is a lot worse, and this car had it so badly. So, on like, sort of around Unite update, I think it was on Unite's update, they just gave it an engine and gears. They sort of botched that fix up. Also, they removed the perfect nitro boost, which this car used to have. So, this car is now worthless. It's not that fast anymore. You didn't know where the gears were, but you use Shockwave regardless? Like, do you mean at the end of the gears? That is, if that's sort of an instinct, you are quite a decent car guy, because in real life, if you use Nitro before, like, you're already at redline, you sort of do risk, like, over-torquing the engine. You do sort of wait for redline. Because it adds so much horsepower, and at the lower range, it's not really something you want to happen. Like, the crankshaft just disintegrates itself. Okay, this car is so small, it's so hard to get that force barrel. I don't know how I got that in multiplayer. Oh yeah, this was probably rough terrain, but it doesn't matter, I have 90 XL. Okay, so that's that dealt with. Maybe you're made for cars. Have you considered being a car guy? It's very fun, although all the new cars in the eyes of a car guy is utter shit. Alright, Alright, that's... Yeah, I've run out of ideas for MP2. Actually, no. Just one last bit where I test drive this thing. We're gonna count this down again as well. Win private lobbies after a few races here, because I don't know what this car drives like yet. I did one race on the first stage, which is Rat Race, which gives no information whatsoever. 3, 2, 1, go. This car's so cute. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I can say it does look interesting. Okay, that's an F5 in this lobby. So now I'm on the side where we're being bullied. Oh, the shockwave accel is insane. What was the acceleration stat again? I kind of forgot. I didn't look at the stats before I joined the race. That's sort of stupid. Very long nitro. Nope! That's really dumb. And now I'm immediately fourth from one mistake. That's sort of what happens in Ghost Slipstream, or just Asphalt in general. Cortex, if you're watching this stream, you probably want to go the left route and take the ramp with a car like the F5. Okay, that was supposed to be a force barrel. Alright, that was a close race. GG's. Anyway, yeah, now allow me to look at the stats again. I should have done that before this, but let me do it. 87 acceleration? You're joking. That is 80. That's basically 88. That's a lot of power creep that A-Class is getting. That's a lot. Also, Nitro does not feel like 62. It feels like 72. What was the top speed like? It's slightly slower than a Mola, I think. That's 377, I think? 378. Okay, I'm stupid. This is 377, yeah. So, that goes like... What? That's 374. So this goes like 390, 89 with Nitro. Handling was basically... Well, you have surprisingly long Nitro, so you don't really have to worry, but... Handling was also good. Acceleration is really good. Nitros. This is broken, probably, but it still has to fight with the XJR in some straight tracks, probably. It wasn't stiff. It wasn't stiff. Let me just like do another quick race. I forgot to count it down. We can continue anyway. It's private lobbies after this one anyway. As a noob, I would say it's nice to drive. Yeah, it was definitely very easy, very pleasant, very forgiving sort of car. It doesn't have that high-risk sort of suspension like the Imola does, and every single stat just, like, sort of... is just very pleasant. Like, you can probably throw it into a wall and it'll probably forgive you. Like, you know how iPad kids don't know how electronics should be treated, so they just throw it into a wall and stuff? This car would probably forgive that. You can just basically do anything with this. And that. Although maybe that wasn't my best decision. So now we're here. Okay, the nitro is actually 62. The acceleration's so good that you really use a lot less of it. Like, you see, half a shockwave is all I need. I should have taken that ramp. Do I go for this? Sure, why not? No, okay, that's why. Good opportunity to test the shockwave. Was that, like, plus 200? That's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, it's a dangerous car to meet in multiplayer, is what I'm gonna say. Like, usually when cars are this agile and this easy, they're usually slow, but this one isn't. Is it touch drive friendly? You know what? I'm gonna do a race with touch drive. Actual touch drive players will wince at it because my touch drive skill is probably worse than theirs. But let me just try. I mean, it is Ghost Slipstream, so I don't know what'll happen, but something might. It's Norway. Okay, that's not the best example. That's just a straight line. Okay, so I'm probably gonna lose Slipstream entirely. Yeah, it's that way, yeah. It is touch drive friendly, if I haven't had any trouble with it. Why does the game send it this way? What the fuck? I did not 360 that. That's just the game doing it by its own. I didn't know the game had free will, but sure. I mean, it's very easy. It is very easy to drive, if I can do it. Let me just turn touch drive off now. Stop giving me a pop-up. I've been using this for 5 years. Why is that button not toggled yet? Okay, private lobbies time. You've been waiting for it for an hour and a half, which is a lot less than usual, but here's the code. Okay, guys, you know the rules, right? The rules are, well, everyone's been using a free tricar. Anyway, play one race, then leave the lobby so everyone else gets a chance to join. You can join the next one, like, you can rejoin, but not 2 races in a row. You can't do that. And for the rest of the chat who aren't in the race right now, if you see someone staying for over 2 races in a row, tell me so I can just kick them out. That's what we're going for here. Alright? Hopefully nobody has to call me out on chat because like, nobody, like, breaks the rules. That's the ideal, situation we're looking for here. Alright, what map do you want? Actually, yeah, this is an interesting question. You guys can choose the map. You guys choose the map, but I choose the track. Go for it. Loot Lightning is not a map, that's a track. I said I'm gonna choose the track. San Diego, that's denied. Why is the overwhelming majority Chicago? Okay. Okay, the first, like, 5 are Chicago, and then there's Cairo, Caribbean. San Diego, there are 2 San Diegos, but I'm gonna deny that because I just hate San Diego. This is my stream, it's a dictatorship. Alright, well, I'm just gonna overrule everything and go Chicago, because I don't actually care that much. We're going Vertigo. The first skip no longer works, by the way, so don't bother trying. At least as far as I can tell. And we are gonna limit our cars to... what's everyone's garages here like? This is 35. He has a Chimera, although that's... Okay, he's level 60, that's... I know him, I know this guy. He's also 35, yes. And what's his level? Okay, level 20, so that's what we're gonna match to. Actually, I haven't checked that guy. Level 18, okay, this is what we're gonna match to. I can't do 3-digit rank races because I don't have anything at that rank. Like, this is the lowest car here. Also, this golden D-class collection is soon about to break. But anyway. We're gonna go with... no, fucking... B-class 3,100 rank maximum. Maximum 3,100 in B-class. You can't go with A-class. You can go D or C. But you also can't exceed 3,100. Right, and now that I've said that, let me figure out what actually exists in that bracket. Chat, we could do this for the funny. We could do this. Or that. Or I could stay true to my, like, style and go with the H2. Does anyone even remember, like, me and my H2 story? Why do you want an Overload homage? It's Chicago. The Legend League story, yeah. You guys are OGs if you know that. Unless someone else told you in, like, the past 3 weeks. Anyway, I'm actually gonna go with a Mech-E. Actually, never mind, it's Chicago, I forgot. Okay, that. I bullied, like, some sort of car with this in multiplayer. Alright, that's Slipstream. Do I want Slipstream here? Sure, why not? Are you actually gonna stay in, like, stock 911 3.8s? Storytime, you're new to this? Okay, so... The H2 is... the car that got me to my first Legend League. I was like 3 months into the game? No, not 3, 6. 6 months into the game. Got my first Legend League with a gold H2. This is the ACR were OG cars. Yeah, ACR is definitely up there, although H2 is just better in performance. Anyway, we are in neither of those cars. We are in a D-Class Huracan. Wow, we have 2 Huracans in D-Class now, I just realized. Oh yeah, I forgot, that is still rough terrain. Nobody taking this rail? Although it really doesn't matter that much. Please turn! Wow, people are dying left, right, and center. That's exactly what Chicago is for. Killing people. Wait a minute, that's actually really bad, because it's actually like, okay, forget what I said. I'm gonna go here. No! 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 That went horribly. Okay. What else do you expect from the Scribbles? Literally nothing. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, so anyway. Now I'm demonetized? I mean, it's not my fault, okay? I didn't do anything. Okay, yeah, everyone here leave the race now. Everyone who played the previous race, you have to go. That means you too. What the f- Okay. Okay, we are gonna stay calm. I didn't know I had to pay for child support, but okay. Is everyone replaced? Okay, yeah, we're not gonna do Chicago anymore. we are gonna go Greenland. Icy Loop. Is that the correct track? Yeah, it is. And we are gonna go with full-on S-Class. Unleash everything. The first lobby just had it really bad. Because I felt like trolling. You can use whatever you want, but I'm not gonna use this, actually. I'm gonna do the Venom. No, not really. I'm very indecisive, if you couldn't tell, but yeah, I'll just go with the F5. Never mind, there's no gold F5s here. I'll be a bit more considerate of my surroundings. And go with the ultimate arrow. Why do I like this? Anyway, get ready, folks. Out of all the card choices? Yeah, because it's me. What do you expect? I'm bad, basically. Anyway, on to a short review about the... whatever this thing is. It was... Isn't this like the only, like, A-class, like... only / one of the only ultimate A classes in Asphalt 8. The reason I'm saying this is because this car sort of belongs in A class in this game. With this performance. Like, this right now it is 1 star, but it is slower than some A class cars, a lot of them. Please give me double barrels, but the game doesn't care. Hello? What is this other guy doing? That did not go well. Oh, never mind. I'm still winning this guy, though. Alright. You guys are so stupid, I love it. It's just... yeah. How's my day? Thanks for asking. My day's been brilliant, actually. I got all the sleep that I was deprived of because it was midterm exam season for college. It's barely been a month since... actually, it's been 2 months. Never mind. I'm demented. Anyway, these are private lobbies, and everyone from the last race, you need to go. Is there anyone left, though? I don't think there is, actually. Surprisingly good. Thank you, for the rest of our community. He's back. We will do... no, actually not Cairo. Not Scotland. Dipping down, yes. No, that's not dipping down. This is. Okay, we go now. This is an F5, I just realized, and that's a Devel. We are in trouble. What do you mean a stock Vulcan? Did we actually have a stock Vulcan? No. Victor has a stock Vulcan? Right. The only stock Vulcan I'll appreciate is Drive Safely's. Okay. No, that's bullshit nitro. Oh my god. Inside line. Bounce here. Oh my god. Oh, my god! Okay, no big rail to gap the F5 and Devel, though. I don't know where they are, actually. Nope, don't go that far to the left. Why are we winning? I just realized that. What the fuck? Oh, the F5 is no longer there, and nor the Devel. Okay, that explains it. Okay, now let everybody replace you guys. That's a 1-star Vulcan, that was close. IDRs? Sure, we can go IDR. Where is it? There. Alright, and now we are gonna... Industrial Revolution, yes. With Slipstream. And we are gonna lock it to D class. Because I feel like it. Troll face. Hello, Hinata. I don't know what to actually call you, but I'm just gonna call you that. Why do you want to stalk Mac E in this race? Wait a minute. Does anyone know this song? Does anyone recognize this song? Anyone? There's one, there's two. Yes. That's the best song in the world. I just decided. And yeah, for everyone that guessed correctly, yes, it's the intro and outro, I think, that Theorem used. The purple intro, otherwise known as. What's also interesting is that in the NCS playlist, this is also in the purple section. So it all comes around full circle. No, it doesn't turn with Shockwave. What the f... Why isn't Elise here? Okay, never mind. Alright, well, there we go. What was the name of the song? This is Get In by Third Prototype. For anyone who's been looking for that, you're welcome. Alright, every one of you out now. I'm still waiting. Okay, yeah, he's out. Alright. We are no longer gonna lock it to D class, and we're gonna go to Whirlwind Curb. And we're all gonna use the anniversary for... I keep forgetting because that's what Asphalt 8's abbreviation for AE is. Asphalt Edition Porsche. This is the only Asphalt Edition in any game franchise, so... Who the fuck is this? Nikki, why the fuck would you have a... This is it. This is him. This is him. Why the fuck do you have a 1-star Tryon? That's not even, like, fully upgraded. Anyway, yeah, we're going with the Asphalt Porsche. Hello, BX Gamer. Is like my internet dead, or is this guy... Okay, yeah, we have that now. Right, we're gonna go. Wait a minute, was this guy not... Okay, yeah, I do remember his name. Okay, yeah, so I'm relying on you guys to spot and tell me if somebody's camping the lobby. I sort of need you to tell me. Number 95 was here for long as well. Okay, yeah, rules apply to everyone. I don't care if you're a friend or not. Is there anyone else camping? You're not? Okay, yeah, let me verify that. If you were in the IDR race, then you're not supposed to be here, basically. We have been waiting here for quite a long time, so I'm not sure. And I also just said... Guys, he wasn't there for the last race, you've... Okay, that's not what you're supposed to do. And maybe I should also verify my own shit. Okay, yeah, we're gonna let room in for him after this. Yeah. That's me being a stupid piece of shit. I do apologize. Okay, yeah, so what you guys need to get clear is you can join one race, leave, and then join the like race after the race they left. Like they can rejoin. That's they're allowed to do that one. What the fuck? How? I'm gonna quit this game. How did I fail that rail out of everything? I mean, I guess I got into the void the last time, so it's a lot better than that. Anyway. Oh, what the f- Okay. Hello, Cube. No, not today. Although I'm still, like, fighting for last place. Oh, somebody else died at the finish line. Okay. More laps in Classic? What if we just, like, knocked each other down? What if we just did KD races? Okay, yeah. Anyway, everyone from the last race just leave now. That's all of you, except for this guy. Is the game servers just slow? Okay, they are. Right. And we're gonna go for a different map as well. It's just gonna be Rome. Rome's the best for, like, causing chaos. The best track is Ancient Rome because you could just block fucking everyone in, like, at the start because this road is just so narrow. The cars we'll be using is the... What do we use? Ferrari FXXK. Were you not here for the race right before this? I need to verify this now. Please go back to... Okay, yeah, there it is. You were there for the previous race. You can't be here. Rules apply to... Is there anyone else? Victor's already out. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. This is not an... Do we let this guy stay? Chat, do we let this guy stay? Like, actual question. Alright, fine. Well, if you have no problem with it, then sure. I don't have one either. Okay, yeah, now he's into Lego. Not non-Lego. Okay. Well, you can do whatever you want. How does that guy have the Lone Wolf logo when he's in a club? I mean, what I have to do is, like, get here, hit both traffic cars, and then 360 sideways. I failed. There's nobody to block. Okay. Okay, I don't think you guys quite got the message. You're supposed to kill everyone. Don't try to go fast. Like, go backwards. That's what... Airstrike? Yeah, anyway, yeah, try to kill everyone. Like, if you're first, there's one guy just zooming ahead. Yeah, like, something like this, just inflict maximum damage. How does nobody die? Ever? Am I desynced or what? Okay, I'm not, like, that badly desynced. Okay! Hello. Wow. Amazing. Are you AFKing? He is. Oh, he's ghosting. Oh, I forgot to do 4 laps. I'm an idiot. I am dumb. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do more. Wait, it's there, yeah. The number 95 guy killed you 4 times. Okay, yeah, at that point I would recommend being better. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, anyway, we're gonna change the car to matte pink SRT8s. What do you mean sorry? Like, this is supposed to happen. This is a knockdown only race and we will do that in an SRT8. Oh, wow. Revenge? No, he has shockwave. I'm gonna dive bomb you. How did that? Amazing game. What the fuck? No, no, I'm stupid. Okay, I'm going this way now. Hello. Ah, wow. Where's Hinata? 8th, okay. That did not work. He has slowed down, though. Yes, got him! Finally. And now, I'm gonna try and catch up to everyone else. There's 3 clumped up over there. Hello? Yeah, this is exactly the type of chaos that you can cause in ancient Rome. Oh well, hello, head-on collision. Oh wow. Right. This is sort of like the food chain. Okay, divider. Hello? What the f- How is he up there? Right. Amazing gameplay from Beans. Did that guy just get spawn killed? That's sad. Double kill, nice. Can we go for a triple? Yes, we can. Okay, no. That's a quad with the same person twice. Hello? That's not that. That's a pentakill now. That's 6. Okay, I'm gonna die now. If I don't dodge, which I did. Oh, we got disqualified. Okay, so that's a kill streak of 6. I'm quite proud of that. Okay, I should have disconnected this. So, that about concludes the lobbies, I would say. Mostly because I am definitely not topping that 6 kill streak. I'm retiring after that. Anyway, one last MP1 race and then I'm actually going to end the stream straight up. It's definitely a lot shorter than all the other streams I've done so far. Normally they last like 4 or 5 hours. We just got past 2. But, you know, 4 and 5 hours, not very healthy. So, last race of today. What car do you want me to use? Lancer? Not an MP1, no. Okay, fine. Okay, we're gonna use the Lancer, but you guys all have to snipe with the Lancer. We need, like, an 8-player Lancer lobby. This is MP1. Alright, everybody with a Lancer, when you're ready, type R in the chat. And don't bring anything else, please. You're ready, but you're in Platinum? That won't work. S is interesting. The same person who did a 12-hour stream saying 4 hours isn't very healthy. I mean, it's right. 12 hours is really unhealthy, is what I'm trying to say here. You want to use a matte pink Lancer? Go for it. If enough... Okay, hear me out. If enough people use the Lancer at the same time, we're not going to lose points. Hey, think about it. Like, if all 8 players are Lancers, it just means we're, like, driving free Tribe MP2 from Asphalt 9. Okay, I'm gonna wait for Mev to change the paints. Okay, he's ready. Okay, so we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go. That's 3 Lancers, and that spells trouble because it's Pudong. What an amazing... This is amazing, and on that bombshell we can truly end. I missed the double bottle thing. I've been doing this track for 9 months. Or I've done it for 9 months. You just go here with the infinite shockwave this thing has. We will be able to compare it very soon. You might. I'm actually faster now. Verentix with the vertical username as usual. Alright, so anyway, this is truly a bombshell, and we can end on that. We didn't even see the last player because Verentix's name was so long. Alright! That's the end of the stream, and we will see you next time. Oh, I forgot to switch the scenes. Okay, there we go.